Good morning. The Canton Fair is the biggest trade show in China. It's held every year in Guangzhou, in the south part of China. And Bloomberg had a series of pieces from this year's show where they profiled a large group of foreign attendees. And then other media outlets picked up the stories, and we will share those in the video description in case you get paywalled by Bloomberg. The point of the Bloomberg series is that the tariffs are not relevant to buying decisions by global executives. The Chinese prices are too low, the quality is too good, and buyers are going to keep coming no matter what the tariffs are. This is a dealer of cargo control and truck equipment and says that his foreign buyers wouldn't even care about 50% tariffs. Tariffs are 25% to 27% now. Donald Trump has said he's going to impose a 60% tariff across the board on Chinese products if he's elected in November. Joe Biden has just tripled tariffs on Chinese steel, and the European Union is increasing tariffs in certain industries, solar panels, railroad equipment most recently, and they'll do it soon on cars too, probably. Buyers who come to the Canton Fair, though, don't care, and they're finding new ways to work around the tariffs that we put on. China is still the top source of their product buys because of quality and cost concerns from everywhere else. This is a furniture buyer from Bosnia who says Chinese prices are the same quality and half the price as what he can get in Europe. So doing the math on that, the tariff would need to be 100% to change his buying decision on furniture. He also says that China doesn't care about his business so much either. There's lots of countries here who are buying furniture. The implication is that buyers in the EU and in North America don't care about the tariffs. They're paying them anyway. And China doesn't really care about the tariffs either. The customers keep coming, and there are dozens of other countries who are buying anyhow. Alex Student is from California. He buys auto accessories and parts for retailers. His buyers refused to pay the higher prices when tariffs were put on, so they told him just to find cheaper products. Cheaper means lower quality, so the customers are paying the same prices as before, but getting lower quality. He also found a way around some of the tariffs by changing the shipping terms. FOB is a shipping term, which means here that the Chinese factory sends the products to the port of origin, a port in China. And it's the importer's responsibility, a U.S. wholesale company in this case, who will pay the freight from China to the U.S., then the warehousing at the port of destination. Under CIF and DDP shipping terms, that would be the exporter's responsibility, the Chinese manufacturer. And that means a higher tariff. So shipping by FOB means the tariff is based on product only instead of product plus ocean freight. It also shortens the delivery time, usually because shipping FOB gives the importer more control over the shipping process. About 125,000 foreign buyers came to Guangzhou this year, but less than a fifth of that this time were from the US and Europe. This is way down from years in the past. Just a few years ago, buyers from the US and Europe were about half of the attendees of the fair. But a lot of the reason for that decline is that the buying relationships are pretty firmly established now between major buyers in the EU and in the US and the producers here in China, and more of the trades can be done without actually attending the fair. With respect to the trend of diversifying supply chains out of China and to neighboring countries, the auto accessories buyer alludes to that. Last year he imported some product from Vietnam for the first time and is considering Thailand and Indonesia, but he says it'll be a long time before those countries are competitive with Chinese companies. He simply can't imagine China not getting 3/4 of his business no matter what happens. The final customer pays the tariffs no matter what. 25%, 50%, 100%. The customer always pays. And it's an amazing trick that our politicians are winning elections now by raising taxes, but calling them tariffs instead. Have a nice weekend. Be good.
Blessed are the merciful, for they shall receive mercy. Blessed are the peacemakers, for they shall be called sons of God. You are the salt